Well, welcome back to the program. I'm joined by National Senator Matt Canavan and New South Wales One Nation Senator Sean Bell. You two gentlemen must be pretty relaxed knowing that you've got your climate policies all sorted out. Of course, this week, a big one for the Liberals. They're promising a position on net zero by the end of the week, of course. Senator Jane Hume, she wants net zero kept. Have a listen to her.
There is an awful lot of consensus in the room that we have an obligation to meet our international obligations, the treaties that we have signed up to reduce emissions, but we also have to make sure that we build the energy grid for the future. The only way we're going to be able to do that is by making sure that we put more gas into the system, that we get rid of the moratorium on nuclear energy.
And Liberal MP Melissa McIntosh wants net zero dumped.
You can't please everyone, but I know some people talk about the seats that we have to win, but they're also seats that we must retain, and they're seats like mine. These are everyday Australians that, are out in our suburbs, and people in our suburbs are really fighting for survival right now when you've got double income families lined up at food banks.
Oh, yeah.
And it's reality.
That.
It's not being against the environment. It's pro-reality.
So, Matt, I'm hearing about 20 out of 51 Liberal MPs and senators want to keep net zero. What's your reading of the room? Your sources would be much better than mine.
Oh, I'm not doing the numbers for the Liberal Party. I'm only interested in doing the numbers for our country.
Just speculate.
No, I'll leave it up to them. I mean, the Nationals Party, we had discussions about polling and those things, but ultimately we made a decision that what we think is in the best interest of our country. Mm-hmm. And that's what I hope guides discussion in the Liberal Party room. I wish them all the best. But I think for too long, we've made decisions about our energy grid based on what we think it matters for the polling booth, not what it matters for the power bill that comes in every quarter. So I just have this old-fashioned idea, James, that in fact the best way we can perform at an election is to put forward the best policies that we think will help our nation. I don't really care what the United Nations thinks about our policy. I think I care about what it means for how strong our nation is, how many rewarding jobs we can have, how low our prices and how high our standard of living is, and most of all, just get our mojo back. And I think the Nationals Party's got its mojo back since we adopted this policy a week ago. We've had a fantastic reaction across the community. And it's amazing what a bit of courage can deliver, because now I do think lots of my Liberal colleagues are coming on board as well. They can see that. They can see the support for standing up and fighting for our nation again. So, look, I hope they make the right decision this week. But as I say, most of all, I hope they make it in the best interests of the nation, not what might save as many seats or whatever they think they're doing it on that basis.
I reckon you're right. I reckon the Nats have got their mojo back, which might be bad news for One Nation. I'll ask you that in a moment. But I know you're not doing the Liberal numbers, but you must have a feeling, because it's a pretty important decision. It's going to affect the coalition future. So,
well, I suppose the only thing I'd say, I'm not doing the numbers, James, but the only thing I'd say is typically the side that's winning is not out threatening to quit if the decision goes against them.
Okay.
Right? Like if you're winning, you probably don't do that.
Good call, good call. All right, so let me ask you this, Sean. If the Liberals stick with net zero, Matt doesn't think they will, but if they did, it'd be pretty untenable for Matt and his mates to stick with the Liberals as a coalition, wouldn't it?
James, at times like this, I'm glad I'm with a party that has had a strong and consistent position on this from the very beginning, which makes things very, very easy. And so what I think we've got is, I think you're right, I don't know how the Nationals stick with the Liberal Party if they do stay with net zero. And the other question is, the Liberal Party itself could be in danger. Because like you said, if there are 20 Liberal MPs who are that opposed to a policy as sensible as scrapping net zero, then I think it calls into the question the future of the Liberal Party as a whole.